I walked through a county courthouse square. On a park bench, an old man was sitting there. I said, "Your old courthouse is kind of run down." He said, "No, it'll do for our little town." I said, "Your old flagpole is leaned a little bit, and that's a ragged old flag you got hanging on it."
What is going down, world? Welcome to the 40-year-old FUQ Boys podcast. I go by the name Black Pegasus. And today I'm checking out Johnny Cash, Ragged Old Flag. Now, it's ironic because none of you guys requested this. I just saw it, and I was drawn to the thumbnail picture, and I just wanted to know the story behind it. Just the title, Ragged Old Flag. Yeah, that's it. No, nothing else to say. Let's get this one started, y'all. Like, share, comment, subscribe.
40-year-old fuck boys are back in town. 40. Boys are back in town. 40-year-old fuck boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. 40-year-old FUQ Boys podcast. Malt liquor for your ears. 40.
All right, let me get this logo down and pull the video up. Don't forget, support the original content on the channel. Just released a new music video. Today was BJJ. It's a flip on Ice Cubes. Today was a good day about BJJ, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I've been dropping some vlogs. I did this vlog. Me and my buddy went to China to see the Great Wall of China in 2019, before 2020, and it's kind of crazy. I got in my own old phone and started editing all the footage. I'm going to put up some vlogs. But yeah, check out the original stuff on the channel. Let's keep it going. Now, for people that want to complain about me talking during reactions, like, this is on Johnny Cash's page, Ragged Old Flag. If you do not want to hear me talk, go to his page. You should go to his page anyway and subscribe. Let me just make sure I'm subscribed because he is fire. I actually don't subscribe to everything I react to because I react to so much stuff, but Johnny is the freaking GOAT. Anyways, go watch it there. And just get out of this video. I don't want to hear any complaints about me having conversations. Sometimes I treat people like, you're a reactor, you're this. But, sometimes I just look in this camera. It's almost like a diary. Like, I'm just telling you my authentic thoughts and feelings that happen when I hear music. That's what I do. So, whatever. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to talk. And let's get it, man. This is Johnny Cash, Ragged Old Flag. Here we go.
I walked through a county courthouse square. On a park bench, an old man was sitting there. I said, "Your old courthouse is kind of run down." He said, "No, it'll do for our little town." I said, "Your old flagpole is leaned a little bit, and that's a ragged old flag you got hanging on it." He said, "Have a seat." And I sat down. "Is this the first time you've been to our little town?" I said, "I think it is." He said, "I don't like to brag, but we're kind of proud of that ragged old flag. You see, we got a little hole in that flag there when Washington took it across the Delaware. And it got powder burned the night that Francis Scott Key said, watching it write and say, 'Can you see?' And it got a bad rip in New Orleans with Pakenham and Jackson tugging at its seams. And it almost fell at the Alamo beside the Texas flag, but she waved on though. She got cut with a sword at Chancellorsville, and she got cut again at Shiloh Hill. There was Robert E. Lee, Beauregard, and Bragg, and the south wind blew hard on that ragged old flag. On Flanders Field in World War I, she got a big hole from a Bertha gun.
Okay, wow. At first, because the nature of Johnny Cash's songs, I thought, and you guys can correct me because I might look like a doofus here. I don't know, everything, right? I thought this was a real story about this particular flag in this particular town that he visited, right? But what he's doing, and this is I don't know, If I'm wrong, it's okay. It's okay. I get things wrong on this channel. He's telling a story about America through this ragged old flag. That's what he's doing. That's what I think he's doing. But the way he's telling it, I thought it was like, yo, he's really in this town, which put up this ragged flag, and this one flag went through all these different things, right? You know, like oh man. It's crazy too, you guys, because I'm going to open up here. Some people who watch my channel aren't patriotic. Some people are very patriotic. And this is true. This is true. I grew up a Christian, right? I grew up, my dad was in the military. And I guess you could say our family was somewhat patriotic. I didn't pay attention to it that much. But when I went through my high school years, all my friends and all the music I listened to gravitated to not being patriotic at all, and, you know, tearing down America, and America's so bad, and da-da-da-da-da-da. Then you fast forward to my adulthood, and I've experienced life, and I've changed my views dramatically on America and the beauty and the opportunity and what certain things symbolize. And I've actually become very patriotic as I've gotten older, especially as I see the decline of my country. And when I see the decline, it actually makes me appreciate where we have been and the things we had to overcome to get here. Some people get trapped in the darkness in the history of America, you know, only the bad. Like, you know, it's so funny when people get so triggered about the history, like, especially like, you know, in the civil rights movement. No one remembers all the different races interlocking their arms for civil rights. They only remember certain things, right? America, anyways, I don't know. This is just opening me up and reminding me about America. And I know it ain't perfect, but this is my country, man. And I love it. It gave me a lot of opportunities, a lot of blessings. Also gave me a lot of pain in my ass, right? We've all dealt with some nonsense, but that's just the human experience, man. That's more just people being a-holes than it is the concept of what America is supposed to be. Anyways, this is really cool. I don't know if I got that right. Maybe this is an actual flag. You're like, no, Black P, this is a flag. It's in the museum in South Carolina or North, you know, blah, blah, blah. And it went through all this and someone put it there and we, boom, cool, awesome. I didn't know. That's crazy. But from what I'm getting from this, I was figuring this might just be a story about America. And he's putting it into one flag to just make it a really cool story.
On Flanders Field in World War I, she got a big hole from a Bertha gun. She turned blood red in World War II. She hung limp and low a time or two. She was in Korea, Vietnam. She went where she was sent by her Uncle Sam. She waved from our ships upon the briny foam, and now they've about quit waving back here at home. In her own good land here, she's been abused. She's been burned, dishonored, denied, and refused. And the government for which she stands is scandalized throughout the land. And she's getting threadbare and she's wearing thin, but she's in good shape for the shape she's in. 'Cause she's been through the fire before. And I believe she can take a whole lot more. So we raise her up every morning, we take her down every night, we don't let her touch the ground, and we fold her up right. On second thought, I do like to brag, 'cause I'm mighty proud of that ragged old flag.
Why? Why, oh, why, oh, why? I don't think he could have said it more perfectly. I'm having trouble putting into words how I feel about that. I'm also having trouble understanding why, at this age, I'm so concerned about my country. And when I see patriotic stuff like this, where it's like there's hope, that's what he's saying. And what's interesting is we all know, because of the Man in Black and a few other things, I'm still getting familiar with Johnny Cash, but I don't think he believed in the Vietnam War, which I don't believe in the current wars. We're going. It's crazy. He addresses all of that in just such a clean, direct, quick way. He's like, they're making scandals. Like, the government's going to be the government. But this is what I always try to tell people personally. The flag doesn't, the government doesn't represent the people. We, the people, is the flag, right? And we, the people, can choose to be accepting of other people and other cultures and have this great, dope melting pot we call America and work together to try to be united, right? They've taken some of these ideas and bastardized them in many ways, from acceptance, right? They go to these crazy extremes. There's just so many things in our country that I worry about. And that actually made me feel emotional, because I'm just like, I want something great for my kids. And America, the idea of America, the melting pot, the United States, all men are created equal. I mean, we've grown and gotten to this place. No, it didn't start out perfect, but who starts out perfect? What the bro? America is so tight. And I don't know, something about this song just shook me up to my core. And it's not even a song. It's like poetry in motion. Just like poetry. It's like he's talking over a guitar riff. And was there a piano in it? Couldn't even pay attention, because the story was just, he told the whole story of America in this form of this raggedy flag. And he's like, I'm still here. And there's still hope. And that's what I need to hear right now, because the world is insane. And I could go on about my political beliefs and da-da-da-da, but the simple truth is America has been a beacon of hope and freedom, even though it's not full freedom. Come on. Some of that's delusional. I get it. But the concept, man, when people are protesting, remember those protests? Like, you see people with American flags in other countries like China, because that's what we represent. It's supposed to, anyways, that was a great song. It kind of stirred me up. I could talk a long time about how I feel about America and how my feelings have changed since I was a youth and, didn't believe in America because I didn't understand it. I had to experience the good, the bad, the ugly, and get to, even if I wasn't on top, like I'm doing really good currently in life, but before I was doing good, I experienced so much. I understood and respected and loved my country, but it did take me a while to get there. When you're young and you're just thrown all these ideas and imagery because of the way you look, right? You get placed in a box. It takes time to break out of those boxes. Society is curating this narrative for people that look like me to feel a certain way automatically. And you have to go through trial, tribulations, challenges, and life experience to break those boxes. And you got to remember, experience is the best teacher, but it's better for us to just lead by example, because I wouldn't have this mindset if I didn't work with all different types of people and they treated me like a man and we worked together. And that's what helped me understand the American experience. So every now and then, that's me. I try to lead by example, because there is hope. There is always going to be hope. Unlike 2008. Hope and change that never happened. Yo. Anyways, all right. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Sorry I went on a soapbox. Damn, Johnny Cash. Bro, I love this dude, man.
Thank you for being some man. 40 years down the road, back again. FUQ, boy.